knows? I don't know. I remember I made. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I don't. I just. But obviously you can't. I don't know. But maybe I mixed something else with mine. I must have mixed some other things in there.
I don't believe that. I think we all know what happened in 2020. People don't want to admit it.
Oh, we can admit it.
Yeah, it's just, oh, are you an election
don't-
denier?
okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Actually,
I am.
I don't believe that.
Democrats, they went into every key jurisdiction and they sued to change election procedure.
Yes.
Well, we don't have to really weeks.
Now I say even myself, I to the second right now, I still watching this. I'm still. I mean, I'm pretty confident. Especially, ain't no pretty, you know. But I'm human. God understand that. They understand I'm human. When you see stuff, it's hard to have absolute. No, some things I still do. I mean, I would still make certain moves and do certain things no matter what. But in my mind right now, it's still you just gotta wait because you don't put nothing past these. But so, and it's not counting our chickens early. It's just you have to be insane. We showing y'all we don't just laugh and make unfunny jokes. If I'm laughing and I'm belly laughing and it's a hard, real laugh, it's because it really is something. You know, people who got it. That's why we laugh like that. People who got a punishment a lot, in trouble a lot as a kid, was at school, at or from your, you getting disciplined in the house. That's when you laugh so much because as an adult you see these things and this makes you laugh like, man, this motherfucker, would be da. We're not scared. It's just we know better. All right. So the but like they said, it was a whole lot of stuff that they can't do right now. It will leave everybody know.
Before the election, weeks before, they just said, look, it's like you're playing a Super Bowl and one coach comes out of halftime and goes to the referees and says, "Hey man, I don't like the way they're jamming my receivers. Just stop that. Just and you could, if they hit them, you gotta throw the flag immediately." And they tell one coach, not the other.
Like you said, it's basically like it's no matter what, or hit them, is just, the receiver. It's two of them. The receiver, and everybody know the cornerback, right? More than likely, it's just two of them. But what he's saying, and that's the favoritism with the judges. Because remember they was able to throw that in so much. Like, oh no, the judges, but we all knew to just be quiet. Seriously, like don't say anything. That we just knew time was coming. That I said it. I think I said it. I started when I was making it just like, and like I said, I was in my kitchen right there the day of the election. I had voted, or the next day, or whenever when they announced it. It's like something, just a voice, calm down, don't worry about it. You You ain't got nothing to worry about. You survived, not just survived like so I just only survived. You thrived and made it, and technically, you actually, was getting promoted when they was in charge doing all this dirty shit. When nobody knew. I didn't know either. They're the ones that gonna keep suffering. And like I said, see what happened. But because I guess I was, kind of distraught. Like, oh man, so this gang stalking shit is gonna keep, it's gonna get worse. They really just, whatever. Whatever. My channel's so small. They give me, they'll flag this video or cut it off, whatever. Not cut it off, but And I'm like, they just gonna do it like that. And they own Google and all that, but whatever. It can't do it this time. And like I remember, I've been saying, I saw that I see a lot of hints in the comments that all this is like a big gigantic sting, and they getting out the kids. Seriously, all the trafficking, all real human trafficking, not some chick in Atlanta who's 17, 16 decide to go do this and that and run away. There's trafficking too, but the real, kidnapped straight up from another country or whatever. That Democrat shit. Trying to, some kind of operations they're doing that we don't know about. We don't, but that sounds out, the fact that they're not telling us, but only Democrats want to, you know, use that to just would use that to further their career instead of just doing it and not telling nobody, and just doing it, maybe announcing afterwards. But
They tell one coach and not the other. That's what happened in 2020. They just literally changed the election procedures through the judicial system, or you had local agencies just say, we know this is what we're supposed
and
to.
all these are facts. This is not just Trump supporters making up stuff. These are legal things that, illegal, legal things that they're talking about.
Do, but because of COVID, we're going to do this. Completely changing the rules of how you govern elections. Those are the two key things that happen. And of course, what happens in a lot of areas when people are just sitting around, absentee ballots are going out ad nauseum, no requests, no checks. Then you have outside groups going to harvest those ballots to the tens of thousands, to the millions. When you look at the entirety of the country, that's how you get a Joe Biden with 81 million votes. He ain't getting 81 million votes again.
There's no way.
I don't see
And
it.
then
no way.
we're watching. We're hip to the game.
Yeah.
We're paying attention. We are.
That's what I've
investing
been saying. We're hip to it now. Is you can't do it. Was, we didn't expect that. You like, but I thought y'all was so smart. You also got to be honorable. They ain't got no honor. Remember, I'm telling you, we gave them the benefit of the doubt, but you get that one time. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So it's fool us once, shame on you. Fool us twice, shame. It ain't happening no more.
this. And I want to tell you why you're not crazy to think that the election was stolen. If you mean to tell me that in the President Trump got about 76 million votes. So let's just say that's 156 million votes. There were 108 million registered voters. That's like 95%. Voter participation rate. 180 million registered, 156. That's unbelievable.
It also proves just how stupid the Democrats are. You just, when there aren't, it's like it's only 10 of us. And, that we're going to hold a vote then. I know y'all understand, but I'm just saying, and then, okay, we going to, let's go to the mall or to the club or, whatever. Maybe this, we're younger, to the mall or to the arc or putt putt. And, we're voting. We got 2 cars, 2 or 3 cars. And, all right, we got 6 votes for putt putt, but we got 7 votes for the mall. Wait a minute, it's only 10 of us. But that's not what he's saying. But that's a lot of states. It's like, wait a minute, how the hell we got 2 extra votes? It's only
Unbelievable. That's not. By the way, these are real numbers. Just go look them up. Like these are real numbers. And so when you look at that, people like me say, "Hold on, that doesn't add up to me. Like that doesn't make any sense." And it's okay to question that. Now that we have
Videos. We saw the videos.
we saw the videos, like
We know that
we saw the ballot markers. Oh, the drop boxes.
the
Yes.
drop boxes, and it kept coming out, and the tens of thousands of dead people that somehow voted.
I'm giving you the wrong number. No, it was 156 and 160
it was they didn't, they get out of the campaign. No, they didn't. They get out and talk about Black Lives Matter, racism. Nobody fell for that.
Focusing 90s, 2000s. Certainly, when you look at 2008 and how brilliant the Obama campaign was, with so many basic level things, going deep dive into Facebook and getting that demographic, it was easy. Hope and change, the music, like it was brilliant.
No, it wasn't. I didn't fall for that shit. I promise you. I didn't vote for Obama. I voted. I did not fall for it. I did not. It wasn't brilliant. I knew it was bullshit because I said it back then. How you gonna be just the black president? Maybe because I'm ex-military, and that guy right there is ex-military. The Wesley Hunt guy. He's an officer. But uh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The women. That's what we're talking about. These black women. They just. There's no hate on Obama. Whatever. It's like that shit wasn't brilliant. I don't. Y'all just want a black man to see a black man. That's all good. We're not hating. It's just like all of us. There's certain guys, that even the guys like not like that, but that's your nigga. That's your man right there. All the girls love him too. No hate, no jealousy. But Obama, you hate him, not hate, but because I don't hate nobody because he tried to destroy the country. He ain't do good. Now, if he would have did good, yeah, everybody would have loved. Oh shit, yeah, that's my nigga. But he a traitor. See what I'm saying? This ain't no sellout. We ain't sellouts. He literally, and black folks are the ones suffering the most. They're not just suffering. Because matter of fact, I'm looking. I just looked down. Atlanta mother found dead 2 years after son brother found shot. 19 hours ago. Who keep dying? Black folks. And then whatever the fuck this shit is. Love Project 225. Yeah, black chick. She spread. I picked on her before. She spread lies about whatever Project 2025. The same shit that Trump and the Republicans gonna take everything away. Now they got a name for it. But you seen this one, but. Sound like I think I saw this earlier. She ain't shot. She's just dead, and they got to release it later. But his son, brother, found shot to death 2 years. Yeah, these black folks. So that's 2022. They still going to racism, but they getting killed by other black folks. And we supposed to go along with them. Nah, bro. Like it ain't going down like that. Hell no, right? Yeah, exactly. She's a DEI hire, a DEI graduate from Yale. Sell out.
You're not going to read all that. I don't expect you to. And if you haven't even heard of Project 2025, that's okay too. But you do need to know what's in it because it's pretty terrifying. Think a playbook for Handmaid's Tale, essentially turning the US into Gilead. I've looked for some good, easy explanations of Project 2025, and there really aren't that many. This is going to be the most comprehensive and simple explanation of 2025 that you're going to get. So background, Project 2025 dates back to 1973. That's when the Heritage Foundation, a very powerful conservative think tank based in Washington, D.C., was founded. They are the writers and the architects of Project 2025. And their main mission and goal is to move America to a more far-right Christian nationalist state. It originally came to prominence with...
And that's bullshit. Christians don't want a Christian state. Nope. Just like in the Bible, even the Christian God will turn you. He will take it and turn. If y'all disobey, if we disobey, He will take it and give it over to somebody else. Either way, yeah. So no, or you can just get taken over. So if you open up to be a theocracy, that's called a theocracy, where religion or a religion, another religion can come and take over. So no Christian, not no real Christian. But
They wrote their first manifesto in 1981 titled A Mandate for Leadership. And get this, those very same policies were the ones that were used and implemented in the Reagan administration. Seriously, around 60% of the 2,000 proposals written in the manifesto were implemented by Reagan. So now they're back again with a new edition, and this new edition is known as Project 2025. And it's supposed to provide guidance for the Don or whoever becomes the next Republican president. And these 900 pages and 30 chapters.
And like I said, you literally they got. Let me see what they got down here. All these black folks dying in Democrat. See, all I had to do was go down. Nothing but dead black folks. And that's another clown right there. It don't even look like a clown. He got a clown look on his face. All these black folks dying, black on black. Multiple people getting shot and killed by other niggas, and they're still all this. It's just this whole thing. And they try to talk and sound educated, and it's just they're just crazy.
Professors, doctors, scientists, lawyers, scholars on each subject.
And this chick is way too young. She wasn't even born in the 80s. Not much less lived through the 80s like the rest of us. 80s was great. Except for I had to move. But like I said, I made new friends, but it wasn't in New York. But yeah, these folks are crazy. Our folks had money, all this, there wasn't no racism coming, this and that, and you could be like, well, your folks were hardcore Christians, okay, but they still were black Christians, exactly. Our church, every church I went to, I never really been to until I got older. Did I go to a white church with all stiff? My church, probably any church I belonged to, probably was scared the fuck out of the rest of y'all. In the 80s, I didn't, I always noticed too, like, I'm like basically now the whole time I just sit there. But you got people up hooping, hollering, and like I said, I was an usher. I even helped carry people out. When they fall out, get the Holy Ghost, Holy Spirit. You got to run over there and get them. And da 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 da. I remember one time I was sitting in church. I was about 14, and I don't know where the rest of at that age, you're 14, you can basically sit and go wherever you want. And I'm sitting, and this chick sitting next to me. And she just started rocking. And she had her baby. And I knew she was finna go. Next thing I know, all you heard was bloom. Because up until then, my whole life, ever since I was real little, it's like, is this real? And I'm like, how come I never get it? But a dude never get it. I never seen a dude get it. It's always the women. They just fall out. They Lord, they get the Holy Ghost. But she just started right. I saw her. She was going. She started rocking. She holding her baby. And she right next to me. See, I guess she's about 20 some or, whatever. And she just hops up. Boom. And, these are pews, the wooden pews. She just dropped the little baby. Boom. And just, I'm like, damn, you just, I don't know if I got the baby or another woman or somebody. But, I saw her. Here she go. And, but yeah, it's disappointing, these black chicks who wanted to whatever they wanted to be. Oh, I'm a Yale graduate, probably fucked a whole lot of white Democrat boys. I don't care, but I'm just saying, like a whole bunch of, and it's disappointing that they want to destroy us, not just the country.
Project 2025 four main pillars. The first is policy, which is this big book. The second is personnel. They're creating this huge conservative database, think LinkedIn, but for DJT loyalists. The third pillar is training. They set up this online educational system called the Presidential Administration Academy, where they teach their views and ideology in a course. And the fourth is called Playbook, which is...
So you're mad at ideologies about everybody having money and a car and a house? You don't like that ideology? That's what I'm saying. You're jealous. You don't like that ideology? You want everybody else to be poor while you prosper. That's called women do that. Jezebel spirits. They do shit like that. Witches, jealousy.
Action game designed for how they're going to get everything done. Now let's get into some of the very concerning things on their wish list for DJT's second term. Starting off strong on pages 450 to 503, they're calling for a complete ban on abortions. Not very shocking. Page 3.
And the hoes, the whores. Keep your legs closed, ho. Sis, I told you. I bet how many boys she had half white babies while she was at Yale. Exactly. As they call it, slore. S-H, yeah, she a slore. All of the half white babies, she didn't sacrifice the Moloch. That's in the Bible. They sacrificed their kids to the devil. I wonder how many abortions this bitch done had. Of course she mad.
19, they're saying the Department of Education should be eliminated. And in addition to calling for its elimination, they...
And what have they done? Public schools are a fucking mess. So it's like that's what they're talking about. That's what the public school. What do you want? More money for doing nothing? That's why they're against school choice. We're for school choice. You can send your kids to private school, all this or whatever. They're mad because that's their money. You're taking their money. They're where they gonna get their money for doing nothing. Kids in Baltimore can't even read on the grade. High school graduates, so called, like her, can't even read on a second grade level. Can't even. That's irony. But anyway, high school kids cannot read on their grade level or graduate, and they cannot read. You see what I'm saying? And no, so yeah, if they're not doing anything, you get rid of it and get something new. Stealing money.
State that any school that requires a vaccine or mask mandate will not receive federal funding. Page 482, eliminate the...
Why would you want little kids and then why? Why? They're kids. You don't need any of that.
START program. Page 675, calling for the elimination of NOAA and the National Weather Service. Because these organizations, and I quote, have become one of the main drivers of climate change alarm industry and as such is harmful to the...
All scams. All of these are scams. And she's actually, and they keep putting, what the funny thing, they keep putting this in my YouTube like this is real. Like what she's saying is good. They're all scams. Like we said, how was there ice age? And there wasn't humans around that thought. It did a bunch of humans 25,000 years ago didn't. It wasn't no factories that caused the ice to melt. What caused the ice to melt? And then they changed it to, well, now it's happening at a faster rate. No, it's not. There's going to be changes. There's always changes. The earth to 1 degree or whatever is going to change. There's always changes. The experts, they're always, yeah, she's sitting here trying to sound, serious and smart. They keep putting this in my recommendations for the last 2 days. This girl is crazy.
Future U.S. prosperity. Page 133, they call for the complete dismantling of the Department of Homeland Security. In addition, they argue for the...
Remember? Just like we said, I told you. I know for a fact. That's when I started going, because that's when the spying, they don't do anything. She still, try to sound, this winch, this slur for white boys, white Democrats, racist white, exactly racist. I can imagine they spit on her. No, she thinks it's sexy. They, if you watch that ghetto gagger shit, that's her.
Elimination of the FBI along with the Department of Justice. Page 5, they call for a complete ban on corn, writing that corn should...
And like I said, the spying, all that. That's what they're doing now. The clown coming all that. The feds need to go too. All of it. All of them. They we don't need them. They're just spying on Americans. Spy on the communists. Matter of fact, they work for the goddamn other country. Did part Homeland Security, and you work for Germans. You work for Klaus Schwab. And George Soros and Chinese people, the communist China. You work for communists.
Be outlawed. The people who produce and distribute it should be imprisoned. Anyone else who participates or facilitates it should be registered. Page 104, reverse policies that allow transgender individuals to serve in the military. Gender dysmorphia.
I don't know about the corn. And first of all, why would you want to be in the military? I still don't get that. Because if you're a guy and you're worried about your nails or this and that, it's like, no, I could no. Why would you want to be there? And you're paying you. They want them the people to pay for it. Why would you even want to be there? And that's another thing. First of all, this is not fair. Because that's no. Think about it. When you're young, the standards for men is way higher. So you're a 6'1", and there are big old guys who run around. That's fine, right? I don't care. We don't care. But now that means you identify, and this is not hate. You only got to do 10 push-ups. Well, everybody else, all the rest of us, we got to do 45, 35, 45 in 2 minutes during the PT test. We got to run, you he ain't got to, everything is lower. And this dude is probably even bigger than us and stronger. See what I'm saying? All that they don't think. They really don't understand what they're talking about. It's not even just about fair, it's just this insanity. So, you just, well, I feel like a girl. And that's another thing. So, what about a girl that identifies as a guy? So now she has to do 20 or 35 push-ups and she can barely do 5, period. Real push-ups. Not just because really girls, what they tell you to do is just stay there and just try to maintain, right? You just get in the push-up position, or maybe they just got to do 3 or whatever. I can't remember. Or for pull-ups, they got to just hang for 10 seconds. So a girl, since you want to identify as a guy, you can't know. It's like, no, well, you're a guy then. You got to do the male standard. You got to run fast. And you might got one chick out of a million that can even keep up and actually do as many push-ups and sit-ups and run as fast as a guy. And that should be if that's the case, everybody. Equality is. They don't even think about the dumb shit they be saying.
Incompatible with the demands of the military service, and the use of public monies for transgender surgeries or to facilitate abortion for service members should be ended. And there's so much more, including the possibility of ending birthright citizenship, banning African American and gender studies in all levels of education, calling...
What the hell is African American and gender? What the fuck? We're not even African Americans, you stupid bitch. You ain't seen, you ain't been, it ain't, no, it's not that. I take that back. I know this one girl, I was on the job about a year ago. She said, yeah, I don't, that she's doing the gang stalker shit. I don't like him. It was a Chinese dude. I think he was I think I was there to wash dishes. This is a small college, real small. Like, probably only had like 400 students all together. It's downtown somewhere, real small, so it was like easy, super easy. They was impressed, like, wow, you sure you don't need it? I'm like, are you serious? Do you know what I'm used to? This is nothing. But, and the girl, she's dark skinned like me. I mean, darker than me, actually. See, I don't like him because he said I'm the African American. They were talking about what I said because I never been to Africa. Hey, you dumb bitch. That mean if you go visit Italy, that don't make you an Italian American. I said you don't have no connections to Africa. African American is someone, the dark Africa. It don't matter what color they skin tone, but you just recently came here. You got dual citizenship. Elon Musk is an African American. African American, that makes no sense. Our family's been here, whether slavery or if your parents been here, they did come from Africa, but they came here in the 1950s. So you like second generation. That was your grandparents. You 20 years old, you just an American. You ain't even African American. Your mom who whatever, they're African American. Your granddad and grandma who came over, they're the ones who came over here and got citizenship. They're African Americans. But you're an American. You're just a black American, whatever. There ain't no African American state. It's nonsense. So what are you gonna do with that degree? Ain't nobody falling for you with all that, all these y'all hoes who want abortions and whatever. Ain't nobody, falling for all that shit. But either way, here all this scripts is Donald Trump. Yeah, they just trying to get something started, some kind of, conspiracy. Oh, you heard about Project? I'm surprised they ain't had nobody talk to me like in a store or something. Hey, bro, you heard of Project 2025? What you just? Yeah, that's some real shit, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, Project 20. They trying to put us back in chains or whatever. Some stupid ass shit. Just stupid. But anyway, these bugs eating the fuck out of me. Damn. I'm about to go cook dinner anyway. I don't know. I think I'm get some crawdads. Try that shit. I never tried them myself. Cook my own.